Am standing in the ballroom at the Sterling Hotel watching my future mother-in-law tap a champagne flute with a fork. 200 people in cocktail attire turn to face her. She's smiling, the kind of smile that doesn't reach her eyes. I want to thank everyone for celebrating our son's engagement, Catherine Hartwell says, her voice carrying over the murmur of the crowd. We're so thrilled he's found someone who fits. Pause. People laugh unsure. My fiancé Daniel squeezes my hand. He doesn't notice the edge in his mother's voice, but I do. Then Catherine's eyes land on my mother. She's standing by the service entrance in her navy blue coat, the one she wears over her work uniform. She came straight from her shift because I begged her to be here for at least an hour. Catherine's smile sharpens. And of course we want to acknowledge all the staff who make evenings like this possible, even the ones who clean our messes. She raises her glass toward my mother. To the help, where would we be without them? The room laughs, polite, awkward. My mother's face doesn't change, but I see her fingers tighten on her purse strap. I see everything. What Catherine Hartwell doesn't see is the woman standing behind my mother, Victoria Chen, owner of the Sterling Hotel. My mother's employer for 23 years. Also, my mother's best friend, Victoria, isn't smiling. And in exactly 7 days, Catherine Hartwell is going to find out what happens when you mock the wrong person. My name is Emma Torres. I'm 28 years old, and if you're watching this, please subscribe to Echo of Justice Stories and let me know where you're watching from. To understand how we got here to this moment, to this reckoning, I need to take you back 6 months to the day I introduced Daniel to my family and realized his family would never accept mine. I'm 28 years old, sitting in a restaurant. I can't really afford waiting for Daniel to arrive. We've been dating for 8 months. Hez kind funny works in finance and uses words like portfolio diversification without irony. Tonight, I'm introducing him to my mom, Maria Torres, age 56, immigrant from El Salvador, single mother housekeeper at the Sterling Hotel for 23 years. She raised me alone after my father left when I was 3. Worked double shifts to pay for my school clothes, took the bus 2 hours each way so I could stay in a good school district, put me through community college and then state university 1 semester at a time, paid in full so I wouldn't have loans. She cleaned other people's messes so I wouldn't have to. And now I'm terrified my boyfriend will look at her the way his mother will. Daniel arrives at 7:00 sharp. My mom is already there, sitting in the booth, hands folded. She's wearing her church dress, navy blue, pressed, her good earrings. Mom, this is Daniel. Daniel, this is my mom, Maria. Daniel extends his hand, smiles. It's so great to finally meet you. Mrs. Torres, please call me Maria. Her accent is light but present. She's self-conscious about it. I hate that she is. We order. Daniel asks her about her work. I work at the Sterling Hotel, housekeeping. Oh, nice. That's that fancy place downtown, right? Yes, very beautiful. Have you worked there long? 23 years. Daniel nods, genuine interest. Wow, that's impressive loyalty. My mother smiles. A real one. Dinner goes well. Daniel pays, insists on it, walks my mom to her bus stop. She's wonderful, he tells me later that night. You can tell she worked really hard for you. I exhale, relief. Maybe this will be okay. 2 weeks later, Daniel proposes. Nothing elaborate, we're on a hike, and he gets down on one knee at the overlook, and I say yes before he finishes the question. The ring is modest. I don't care, it's perfect. That night he calls his parents. Sitting next to him on the couch. I can hear his mother's voice through the phone, sharp, precise. That's wonderful, darling. When do we meet her? Soon. I'll set something up. Does she come from a good family? Mom, it's not the 1800s. I'm simply asking. Background matters. He looks at me, rolls his eyes, mouths sorry. I smile, but something cold settles in my stomach. Meeting the Hartwells. March 18th. Their house is in Westwood Estates, gated community, circular driveway, a fountain, an actual fountain. Daniel's father, Richard, is a corporate attorney. His mother, Catherine, sits on 3 nonprofit boards and introduces herself with all 3 titles. We sit in their living room. Everything is white or cream. I'm afraid to touch anything. So Emma Catherine says, pouring tea from a pot, I'm certain costs more than my rent. Tell us about your family. It's just me and my mom, and your father? Hez not in the picture. Catherine's eyebrow raises. Just slightly, I see. And your mother. What does she do? Here it is. She works in hospitality at the Sterling Hotel. Oh, how lovely management housekeeping. The temperature in the room drops 5 degrees. Catherine sets down the teapot. Carefully. How industrious, that's all she says. But it's how she says it. Richard clears his throat. The Sterling is a fine establishment. Yes, Catherine says, I've stayed there before. The rooms are always very clean. Daniel either doesn't notice or chooses not to. Emma's mom has worked there for over 20 years. She basically put Emma through college on her own. How admirable, Catherine says, admirable, like my mother is a charity case. The rest of the lunch is polite surgical. Catherine asks about my job marketing coordinator at a mid-sized firm. She asks about my education bachelor's degree, state school. She asks about my goals. Every answer I give feels like it's being weighed and found wanting. When we leave, Daniel kisses my cheek. See, that wasn't so bad, I don't answer. April 2nd, Catherine calls Daniel, puts him on speaker so Emma can hear too. Your father and I want to host an engagement party, nothing too large, just close family and friends. Mom, you don't have to nonsense, we're thrilled. We've already booked the Sterling Hotel. The main ballroom, May 15th, my stomach twists. The Sterling, I say yes. Richard and I thought it would be a nice gesture. Since your mother works there, perhaps she'll feel more comfortable. Daniel beams. That's really thoughtful, Mom. It's not thoughtful. It's a power play. She's hosting a party at the place my mother cleans so everyone can see exactly where my family stands. I start keeping notes, not because I'm planning anything, because I need to remember I'm not imagining this. April 8th, Catherine emails me a guest list, 200 people. I know 6 of them. April 12th, Catherine asks for my mother's address for the invitation, sends it to Maria Torres' housekeeping staff. The Sterling Hotel. My mother never receives it. April 20th, Catherine calls to ask if my mother is comfortable in formal settings. April 25th, Daniel's sister Vanessa asks if my mom speaks English well enough to mingle. I screenshot every text, save every email, save. My best friend Jordan sees the stress, Emma. This woman is bullying you. She's just old-fashioned. She's a nightmare, and you're letting her get away with it. What am I supposed to do? Stand up for your mom. Stand up for yourself. I don't not yet. Because I love Daniel, and I keep hoping his family will come around. If you've ever smiled through disrespect because confrontation felt harder than silence, you know this trap. It tightens slowly, drop a comment. When did you realize being polite was costing you too much? Because the engagement party was my breaking point. May 10th, 5 days before the party, I visit my mom at work. She's finishing her shift. I meet her in the employee lounge, Victoria Chen. The hotel owner is there. She's known my mom since before I was born. Gave her the job when no one else would, helped her navigate immigration paperwork. Came to my college graduation, Shez family in every way that matters. Emma Victoria hugs me. I hear there's a big party this weekend. Yeah, Daniel's parents are hosting. I know Catherine Hartwell, right? Something in Victoria's tone shifts. I've dealt with her before. What do you mean she stays here twice a year, always has complaints? The pillows are too soft. The temperature is wrong. Last time she demanded we fire a housekeeper because her towels weren't folded the way she liked. My mom is quiet. Did she complain about you, I ask. My mom shakes her head. No different floor, but I see it in her eyes. She's worried. Victoria pats her hand. Don't worry, Maria. Saturday will be fine. May 14th, one day before the party. Catherine calls me Emma. Small issue, we're short on servers for tomorrow. Your mother wouldn't mind helping out, would she? I blink. Helping out, just passing hors d'oeuvres. She works there anyway. I'm sure she could use the extra income. My blood goes cold. You want my mom to serve at her own daughter's engagement party. It's just a few hours. I'd pay her, of course, $15 an hour. No silence. Excuse me. No, my mom is a guest, Emma. I don't think you understand the cost of I understand perfectly. My mom is not staff, she's family. She'll be treated like family. I hang up, my hands are shaking. Daniel texts me an hour later, Mom says you were rude on the phone. What happened? I tell him. He calls she what? She asked my mom to serve drinks at our engagement party. I'm sure she didn't mean it like that. How else could she mean it? Daniel'll talk to her. Does she even want me in this family? Silence too long? Of course she does. She's just adjusting. Like my existence is an inconvenience, I need you to have my back. Tomorrow I say I do, I will, I promise, May 15th. The engagement party? The Sterling Hotel ballroom looks like a wedding. Crystal chandeliers, white florals, a string quartet. I'm wearing a dress I can't afford. My mom helped me pay for it. She's wearing her church dress, the navy one, and her good earrings. Daniel's family arrives in clusters. Suits, designer dresses, conversations about vacation homes and stock options. My mom stands near me, hands folded. She smiles when people pass. Most don't acknowledge her. Vanessa, Daniel's sister, walks by with her friends. I hear one of them whisper, "Which one is the fiancé's mom?" Vanessa nods toward my mother. "Oh my God, I thought she was catering." They laugh. My mom hears, I know, because her smile tightens. I step toward them. Daniel catches my arm. "Don't, it's not worth it. I know, but it's one night. Let's just get through it." So I swallow it again. 8:45 p.m. Catherine taps her champagne glass. The sound cuts through the room. Everyone turns. I want to thank everyone for celebrating our son's engagement. Applause. We're so thrilled. He's found someone who fits. The pause. The laughter I feel, Daniel's hand in mine, Catherine's eyes sweep the room, land on my mother, and of course we want to acknowledge all the staff who make evenings like this possible, even the ones who clean our messes. She raises her glass toward my mom. To the help, where would we be without them? Laughter, polite, uncomfortable. My mother doesn't move. But I see her hands tighten on her purse. I see Victoria Chen standing behind her. Victoria's not laughing. She's watching Catherine with the expression of someone taking notes. I walk over to my mom. "We're leaving, Emma." "No. This is your party, I don't care." Daniel follows Emma. "Wait, did you hear what your mother just said?" She was joking. She called my mom the help in front of 200 people. She was acknowledging the staff. "My mom isn't staff tonight, Daniel," shiz my mother, "and your mom humiliated her." His jaw tightens. "You're overreacting," and there it is. The moment I realize he's never going to choose me over them. "I'm going home." "You can stay." I take my mom's arm. We walk out. Victoria follows us into the hallway. "Maria, Emma, wait." We stop. Victoria looks between us. "Are you okay?" My mom nods. She's crying silently. "I'm so sorry." I say, "You have nothing to apologize for." "Mija." Victoria's expression is calm. "Too calm, Emma. Do you still want to marry into that family?" I don't answer. "Because if you don't," Victoria says quietly, "I can help." May 16th. The morning after I wake up to 14 missed calls from Daniel, I don't call back. Instead, I get up. Text from Victoria, "Can you come by the hotel? Bring the contract if you have a copy." Contract, I dig through my emails. Find it the engagement party contract, signed by Catherine Hartwell, hosted at the Sterling Hotel. Total cost, $18,500 deposit, $5,000 balance due. $13,500. I drive to the Sterling. Victoria is in her office. My mom is there too. "Sit," Victoria says. I sit. She slides a piece of paper across the desk. "This is the contract Catherine Hartwell signed for last night's event. Okay, Section 12, Subsection C, Code of Conduct. Any guest who harasses, demeans, or disrespects hotel staff or other guests may result in immediate termination of service and forfeiture of deposit." I read it, then read it again. Catherine called my mom the help in front of everyone. Victoria nods. "Maria is a guest at that event, but she's also my employee, and more importantly, she's my friend." "What are you saying?" I'm saying. "Catherine Hartwell violated the contract." My heart starts pounding. The Hartwells have a wedding booked here August 14th for Vanessa. "Did you know that I didn't deposit $12,000, total cost $68,000? They've been planning it for a year." Victoria leans back in her chair. I'm canceling it. I stare at her. "You can't. I own the hotel." "Emma, I absolutely can." "They'll sue. Let them. I have 200 witnesses who heard what Catherine said. I have the contract and I have security footage." She turns her monitor toward me, plays the video, Catherine's speech, the toast, the laughter. The look on my mother's face. "This is grounds for termination," Victoria says. "They violated the agreement. The deposit is non-refundable." "Victoria, I can't ask you to." "You're not asking, I'm offering." My mom hasn't said anything. She's sitting with her hands folded, staring at the floor. "Mama," I say, "what do you think?" She looks up. Her eyes are red. I think she says slowly that I have cleaned toilets for people who look at me like I am dirt for 23 years. I smile. I say, yes, Mom. I stay quiet. Her voice gets stronger, but you are my daughter, and no one gets to humiliate you not in front of me. She looks at Victoria, cancel it May 18th. 2 days later, Catherine receives the email at 9:00 a.m. I know because Daniel calls me at 9:07. What the hell did you do? What are you talking about? The Sterling canceled Vanessa's wedding. They're keeping the deposit, $12,000. Emma, I didn't do anything. Bullshit. This is your mom's boss, isn't it? Victoria makes her own decisions. You told her to do this. No, I told her what your mother said. She decided what to do with that information. You're destroying my family over a joke. Your mother called my mom to help Daniel at our engagement party, and now my sister's wedding is ruined. She has 4 months. She'll find another venue. Nothing is available on that date. Everything's booked. I don't say anything, Emma. You need to fix this. No what? I'm not fixing this. Your mother disrespected my mom. There are consequences. So you're punishing my whole family. I'm not punishing anyone. Your mother violated a contract. Victoria enforced it. Silence. Then quieter. Are we even engaged anymore? I look at the ring on my finger. Modest, perfect. From a man who will always choose his mother over me. I don't know. I hang up May 20th. I get an email from Catherine's lawyer, subject breach of contract, the Sterling Hotel. They're threatening to sue, demanding the deposit back. Claiming no violation occurred, I forward it to Victoria. She replies in under 5 minutes, let them try. May 23rd, Vanessa posts on social media. Devastated to announce we have to change our wedding venue due to unforeseen circumstances. If anyone knows availability for August 14th, please reach out. The comments pour in. What happened? Oh no, the Sterling is gorgeous. Did they double book one of Daniel's cousins? Comments. I heard the hotel owner is friends with Daniel's ex-fiance's mom and canceled out of spite. Vanessa replies something like that. Unbelievable. Jordan screenshots it, sends it to me. They're spinning this as you being vindictive. I don't respond to the post, but I do send the security footage to 3 people. Daniel, Vanessa, Catherine subject line. Since we're telling stories, no message, just the video, Catherine's toast, the laughter. My mother's face, none of them reply. May 25th, Daniel shows up at my apartment. I almost don't let him in. 5 minutes, I say. He sits on my couch, looks at his hands. I watch the video. Okay, I didn't realize how bad it was. You were standing right next to me. Daniel, I know, I thought you were being sensitive. I sit across from him. Your mom humiliated mine in public at a party that was supposed to celebrate us, and your first instinct was to tell me I was overreacting. He nods, slow, painful. I should have defended you, both of you. Yes, you should have. I'm sorry. Are you sorry? Your sister's wedding got canceled. He flinches. That's not fair, isn't it? Silence. My mom wants me to ask you to talk to Victoria, he says finally. No, Emma, she violated a contract. Actions have consequences. It was one comment. It was the final comment in 6 months of comments. Your family has looked down on me and my mom since the day we met. I swallowed it because I loved you, but I'm done swallowing. He stands, so that's it were. Over, I look at the ring. Slide it off. I can't marry someone who won't stand up for me. I hand it to him. He stares at it, then at me. I love you. I know, but you love them more. He leaves. I cry for 2 hours. Then I call my mom. I ended it. She's quiet for a moment. Then, are you okay? I will be. I'm proud of you, Misha. That makes me cry again. June 2nd. Vanessa finds a new venue, a country club outside the city. Half the size, 3 times the stress. She posts about it. New venue, new plans. Sometimes things happen for a reason. The comments are supportive, but I notice she doesn't tag the Sterling Hotel. Catherine never apologizes. Richard sends a brief email to Victoria's lawyer. We will not be pursuing legal action translation. They know they'd lose. June 15th, I run into Daniel at a coffee shop. It's awkward, painful. How are you? He asks. Good, you okay? Vanessa's wedding is next month. I heard pause. My mom asked if you'd come. I almost laugh. You're kidding. She said it would be the mature thing to do. Tell your mom. I said no. He nods. Yeah, I figured he pays for my coffee, doesn't ask for anything in return. At the door, he stops. For what it's worth, you were right about everything. Thanks, I should have listened. Yeah, you should have. He leaves. I sit with my coffee and feel lighter. July 8th. Victoria calls me into her office. I have a proposition. Okay, I'm expanding, opening a second hotel. I need someone to run marketing, someone I trust. I blink. Me, you have the degree, the experience, and you know this business. Victoria, the salary is $72,000, full benefits. Start date is flexible. It's $15,000 more than I make now. Are you offering me this because of what happened? I'm offering you this because you're qualified. What happened just reminded me that loyalty matters. I take the job August 14th, Vanessa's wedding day. I'm not there, obviously. But Jordan sends me photos from social media. The country club is nice. Not Sterling nice, but nice. Vanessa looks beautiful. Catherine looks composed. Daniel is in the family photos, smiling. I feel nothing. No jealousy, no regret. Just relief. September 10th. My mom and I have dinner at her favorite restaurant, the one where I introduced her to Daniel a lifetime ago. How's the new job, she asks. Good, really good. Victoria says you're a natural. I smile. She's biased. She's honest. We eat in comfortable silence. Mama, yes, mija. Thank you for what? For working as hard as you did, for giving me the life you did, for being the kind of person who makes friends like Victoria. Her eyes get wet. You don't have to thank me, I do. Because you taught me something. What's that? That respect isn't about money or status. It's about how you treat people when no one's watching. She reaches across the table, takes my hand. You would have figured that out without me. Maybe, but I'm glad I didn't have to. 6 months later, the second Sterling Hotel opens. I run the marketing campaign. It's featured in 3 major publications. Victoria gives me a bonus and a plaque for my office. It reads, "Excellence is not about where you come from. It's about where you're going." I hang it next to a photo, me and my mom, at my college graduation. She's wearing her navy dress, her good earrings, smiling. Catherine Hartwell never apologizes, but 6 months after Vanessa's wedding, she tries to book an event at the Sterling. Victoria's assistant sends a polite reply. We're fully booked. We recommend trying the country club. I hear about it secondhand. I don't gloat, but I do smile. If you're watching this and someone has ever made you feel small because of where you come from, I need you to hear this. Your worth is not defined by their perception. Your mother's job does not determine your value, and the people who love you don't ask you to shrink. My mom cleaned hotel rooms for 23 years. She put me through college. She taught me dignity. And when someone tried to humiliate her, the family she built, not the one she was born into, but the one she chose, stood up for her. That's my story. Now I have a question for you. Who's the person in your life who deserves more credit than they get? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if this story reminded you that class and character are not the same thing, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Check the description for more stories like this from Echo of Justice Stories. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Respect is earned, and my mother earned it every single day.